Hi guys, it's me again, Angie, and welcome to another video. So, for today's video, I'm going to discuss you about the summary of chapter 10, which is entitled Application Layer. So, before we proceed in my PowerPoint presentation, we need to open first my NetAcad. So chapter 10 application layer. So let's proceed to the course index so that we will know the topics under this chapter. So for chapter 10, 10.1 application layer protocols. Under it we have application, presentation, and session. So under it we have application layer, presentation, and session layer, TCP/IP application layer protocols. In 10.1.2, we have how application protocols interact with end user applications. Under it, we have client to server model, peer-to-peer networks, peer-to-peer applications, common peer-to-peer applications. Then for 10.2, well-known application layer protocols and services. Under it, we have web and email protocols. Under web and email protocols, we have hypertext transfer protocol and hypertext markup language, HTTP and HTTPs, email protocols, SMTP operation, POP operation, IMAP operation. Then for 10.2.2 we have IP addressing services. Under it we have domain name service, DNS message format, DNS hierarchy, the NS lookup command, dynamic host configuration protocol, DHCP operation. And for 10.2.3 sharing services, we have file transfer protocol, service message block. And lastly, for 10.3 summary, conclusion, we have here modeling activity, packet tracer, explore a network, packet tracer multi-user, packet tracer implement services, and the application layer. So we need to go back, return to class, launch course, and then for the introduction of chapter 10 application layer, applications such as web browsers, online gaming, chatting with, and emailing friends enable us to send and receive data with relative ease. Typically, we can access and use these applications without knowing how they work. However, for network professionals, it is important to know how an application is able to format, transmit, and interpret messages that are sent and received across the network. Visualizing the mechanisms that enable communication across the network is made easier if we use the layered framework of the OSI model. So in this chapter, we will explore the role of the application layer and how the applications, services, and protocols within the application layer make robust communication across data networks possible. So let's proceed to my PowerPoint presentation. Application layer. This chapter began with a look at the boot process of a Cisco router, including an overview of the different environments into which a Cisco router can be booted, the ROM monitor mode, the boot image stored in ROM, or a normal iOS image is stored in flash memory or on a TFTP server. The break sequences to access ROM monitor mode for different applications were also discussed, as were the boot system commands that can be added to a router's startup configuration file to control the startup environment. Then, this was followed by a look at a router's configuration register value and the impact that this value has on how a router behaves during the boot process. So a variety of different elements were looked at in this section, including how to enable or disable the break sequence, bypass the startup configuration file, and most importantly, the values associated with the boot field. The act of changing a router's configuration register was looked at next. This included a look at the commands to change the register value from the regular iOS image as well as from ROM monitor mode on both Cisco 2500 and 2600 routers. While both routers accomplish the same goal in two types, the commands used in ROM monitor mode are different. The chapter ended with a look at troubleshooting, both for the purpose of password recovery and restoring a missing or corrupted iOS image. The configuration registers played a key role in both process, allowing the startup configuration file to be bypassed in the case of changing a password, while the boot image was used to download a new iOS image from a TFTP server. So this is the end of my PowerPoint presentation. So to accomplish the given task, so I will show you the sections of Chapter 10, Introduction, Application Layer Protocols, well-known application layer protocols and services, and for the summary. Here in NetAcad, the summary. So, the application layer is responsible for directly accessing the underlying processes that manage and deliver communication to the human network. This layer serves as the source and destination of communications across data networks. The application layer applications, services, and protocols enable users to interact with the data network in a way that is meaningful and effective. So these are some way that data network is being effectively used or meaningful. Applications are computer programs with which the user interacts and which initiate the data transfer process at the user's request. Services are background programs that provide the connection between the application layer and the lower layers of the networking model. Protocols provide a structure of agreed upon rules and processes that ensure services running on one particular device can send and receive data from a range of different network devices. Delivery of data over the network can be requested from a server by a client or between devices that operate in a peer-to-peer arrangement. In peer-to-peer, the client or server relationship is established according to which device is the source and destination at that time. Messages are exchanged between the application layer services at each end device in accordance with the protocol specifications to establish and use these relationships. Protocols like HTTP, for example, support the delivery of web pages to end devices. SMTP, IMAP, and POP support sending and receiving email. SMB and FTP enable users to share files. Peer-to-peer applications make it easier for consumers to seamlessly share media in a distributed fashion. DNS resolves the human legible names used to uh, used to refer to network resources into numeric addresses usable by the network. Clouds are remote upstream locations that store data and host applications so that users do not require as many local resources and so that users can seamlessly access content on different devices from any location. So all of these elements work together at the application layer. The application layer enables users to work and play over the internet. So chapter 10 is done. Thank you for watching and see you on my next video. Bye!